Hey everybody, welcome. This is Catherine Perry, the Big Vision Coach, and you're absolutely in the right place at the right time in the right way because this is the virtual Commanding Wealth Circle where we get together every Tuesday at noon Central Time to be enthusiastic support for people who have made the decision that they want to take control of their mindset, their wealth set, the level of abundance that they want to create in their life, and who they want to surround around them, and who they want surrounding them in that support. And it's a pretty powerful group, I'm going to tell you right now. And I'm your host and your guide, Catherine Perry. I'm a consciousness coach, and I help people connect into their highest and truest values and learn how to uh, kind of forge that gap between who you know you want to be and all the actions and unwinding all of our trauma, drama, family programming, everything else, so that we can live that aligned life and live our mission. And I'm really excited to be here today. And thanks to everybody who is with me. And how we're going to do this today, I know that the last time we talked, I kind of gave you a little health update. Thank you for letting me share that. Thank you for all the beautiful messages and loving support. Last week, I had to drive and go get some sonograms done. And the results are back, but nothing's really like we know kind of what's up. But right now, I don't have an official diagnosis because I'm waiting to see a specialist. And so, what was revealed, I'm just going to say that right now it looks like I have my liver is enlarged and inflamed. And uh, so it makes it hard to sit up for very long or lay down for very long, and it's interrupting my sleep. And there's some upgrades and issues on my thyroid, but again, it just says more investigation, and then some things revealed about my kidneys. So I've got to go to two different specialists, and I'm waiting on those referrals now. So right now, I'm resting a lot. I've done a lot of research and what is the best course, like the best foods to eat, what I need to avoid, what are the best nutritional support, the best herbs. I've got a beautiful community of friends that are healers and naturopaths and acupuncturists to help support, and I'm reaching out to them. And of course, commanding every day. And an interesting thing about this is when you're in a healing crisis, and this is not a health challenge, but really I'm in a healing crisis. Um, it's an invitation for healing things that like some shadow things, but also it reveals your true desires. And so there's been I have to say I'm spending so much time that I haven't really given myself, even though I do this work with people all the time and I have my own practice. I'm really taking a time to do some just deep soul searching, really deep um, personal work, shadow work, reading just some beautiful things. But mostly because my sleep is so interrupted, I'm kind of sleeping in shifts, like kind of like 2 hours at a time. And so that's why I look a little look a little like this. But still able to go do things like I took the girls out for pho, and we love the Vietnamese noodles pho, and I got to take the girls out for that, and got to spend the day with them. With the girls ran around the park, and my family's just being really just beautiful and so supportive on every level. So I'm in really good hands and really well cared for, guys. And I got the best group of people in the world holding a space for my healing. So I just wanted to say thank you for that. Okay, so thank you very much. But yeah, I'm in a serious situation. Not gonna not gonna sugarcoat it. I find it's just better to just be direct and just deal with the facts and what's right in front of you, right? So that's all I'm doing is just kind of day by day. And so just the dietary changes are already helping, but I have to say, it pretty much involves every single thing I like to eat. and even stuff I thought was healthy, right? So making those adjustments. But other than that, it's just taking it day by day. So I just wanted to give you a little update. And I'm kind of been holding off stuff on my business, but I do want to let people know I am still seeing some clients on a limited basis. And I've got 2 monthly coaching spots that I'm looking to fill. So if you could help me hold the space for that, that would actually make a big difference for me. So 2 monthly coaching spots where I work with people. We meet 4 times a month, and like, what is your goal? What are you working on? What are the challenges that you're coming up, mindset, action steps, accountability. And we're doing it from a very high spiritual perspective. So if this sounds like something that would be of interest to you, or you know someone who you think could benefit, of course, I always appreciate referrals. So let's get to you guys and see how you're doing. Let me stop the share because it says we've got 8 people, but I don't see everybody. Okay, so let me try to make this bigger because I want to see all y'all. And it's not, there we go. Yeah, let's check in with each other. I see 4, but I can't get my thing to look bigger here. Hang on. All right, well, we're just going to go from here. Let me check the chat right quick. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Well, my loves, hey, I want to just check in with Darren. I'm just going to go down and see, kind of go in line with who I can see. I just want to do a quick check in, see how you're doing and what you're commanding for today. And then we'll go from there. Okay. So, Mr. Darren, how are you?
I am decent. Thank you.
Okay. Decent. That's good. All right. Hey, I asked a question in the chat. What's something that you're grateful for today?
I'm grateful for my health.
Wonderful, wonderful. And is there something specific that you're commanding for?
In this moment, there are 3 one command statements that I've been
Okay,
playing around with in
okay,
regards to 3 different things that I'm commanding.
okay. So you've got the 3 things, right?
Right.
And then once those 3 things line up or they're fulfilled, do they is there a point that it um I'm trying to see like what one greater benefit would arrive as a result of those 3 things.
Hmm.
What is the greater state of being or the greater benefit?
Comfort, security, and joy.
Okay, joy. All right, so let's tune into that joy. All right. And so I don't, so actually on that other side, you're wanting that state of joy, that comfort, that security, right? Command for those things first. Okay. And then build up the joy and then do the command for those others. Okay. Does that make sense? But you want to get that deeper emotional state first because you've got this other state that called pain or worry or stress, and then where you really want to be is in comfort, joy, and comfort, security, and joy, right?
Right.
So right now where you start is, I don't know how I'm living in a state of comfort and security, right? I only know I am now and I am fulfilled. And
Okay.
you just bring that in first because that's the energy we want to drive it. We want comfort, security, and joy to meet this new joy, right? So then I don't know how I'm creating a greater state of joy within me now. I only know I'm living in a state of joy and delight. And I am fulfilled. And then you just let that come in. And then when you get into that joy space, then think about what it is that you're commanding, and it may stay the same or it may shift. But since you want to get this feeling on the other side of these commands being fulfilled, you want to create the positive feeling first, then do the commands, and then it arrives in that state of joy. Okay. All right. So pardon the hand puppets, and it's a terrible camera on this laptop, but I'm going to do my kabuki theater next. But command on the emotions first. Okay.
Yes.
All right, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Layden, how are you?
Very good, thank you. And I'm sending you lots of love and lots of healing energy. And in spite of all the things I'm going through, I've still got enjoying good health and a great state of mind. And I'm grateful that I can stay steady in the light of all the things that are going on. So I guess what I'd like to do is just wish you all the best and maybe share. We just do a sharing for you and anyone else that needs rather than, because I'm feeling good about what I'm dealing with, and even though I have my challenges, I'm confident that it's all going to work out divinely.
Mhm.
And it's all purposeful, and if I'm meant to have it, I will, and if I'm not, I won't. And I'm just putting that out to the universe.
Okay. Beautiful. Who was it I was listening to? It was of course I'm listening to 9 million things. It might have been like some old school Dale Carnegie or Science of Mind or Neville or somebody, but it said, whether you know it or not, where you are right now is where you want to be, right? And even though we have this discomfort, go, no, 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 no. And you go, wow, okay, some part of me, this is where I want to be. This is my comfort zone, right? And so it's like, okay, so how do I move from this? Because we got to be in this like moving forward mode. And so if this is where I want to be, now where do I want to be next? Right? What's the next thing I'm ready to grow into? And it sounds like you've got that grow into attitude now, rather than all this is happening to you. There's definitely a shift there. All right. Well, thank you. I always appreciate you being on the call with us. All right, my love. Mr. Richard, what are you grateful for today?
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Oh, what's am I doing for today? I actually, before I came here, I went to a couple of restaurant bars, and I looking to get work as a singer. And first thing they asked me is for cards and a website. I don't have a website for me singing, so I'm gonna maybe I'll have to do that. But I did send a song that I already recorded, and I sent it to them. So that's a little start. So I'm feeling a need for creating income other than, what I'm doing with Chris for a while.
Mhm.
And until that actually kicks in, however long that takes, I'd like to create some income, and it also get the creative energies going. And
Okay.
I've been falling out of gratitude because everything's been taking so long, and I'm going back into it because I really, really need to generate that feeling of gratitude, because without that, nothing works. Even if you have a lot of money,
Yeah.
you won't be happy. You won't be happy no matter what money you have. So, I mean, so anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. And I'd like us all, if everybody's willing, I think they will, create a space to send you healing energy, maybe at the end of it or during or whatever.
Okay. I received
Because,
that. Yeah. Thank you.
I'd like to do that for you. All of us want to do that for you.
All right. Well, if you wanted to
Okay.
have a separate conversation about like how you might be able to make some money with that singing,
Hmm.
besides going around your local pubs, I definitely would encourage you to look at either Facebook Lives or even a site called Reddit,
I've heard
reddit.com.
of that.
Yeah. And so let's have a conversation because you've got everything you need to make it happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, honey.
Thanks.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Ashok, how are you? Ooh,
I'm doing great. I'm so grateful for everything. I had a nice 2-day celebration in Los Angeles temple. Lots of rituals and spiritual celebration. It was wonderful and grateful for everything in my life. I'm so blessed.
Oh,
And
okay.
having this circle, having you, Aidan, Richard, Darren, Joanne. It's a nice group, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
we prosper and grow on each other's help and energy. So grateful. Thank you.
Wonderful. Are you commanding for anything in particular?
Commanding, I got some businesses in pipeline, big business. So let it manifest easily and effortlessly.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah. It's like, it's easy like the other ones, right? So we need to go ahead, like you could actually kind of install like, you can think about, hey, the business I do, I go from easy to easy to easy. My deals are easy and easy and easy. And then that way, even when there's a challenge, you go, oh, well, it's good. This is going to wind up being easier than I thought. Right. And you just have to keep speaking that. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Thank you. Well, hello, beautiful Joanna.
How are you? How you doing?
I'm doing. It's a moment by
doing?
moment thing.
Oh, lots of love, honey.
Thank you. I appreciate you. So you've had some things happen. Do you mind checking in a little bit with us? And is there any
Yeah,
news or changes?
yeah.
or-
I did I think the only thing that happened that's very significant is that I did a very good workshop for the YMCA.
Mhm.
That was the client that we were talking about. I did a good job. And so now today I need to send out a proposal for reinforcement programs. And sometime this week, I haven't had an interview with the second CEO involved yet, to put together a plan to get testimonials and to get me in front of more of the CEOs in that region, and they will pay for me. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited
Doors
about that.
open, 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 open.
Doors are opening up, and they have to open really fast, though. That's the challenge.
They're
we're-
happening. Hey,
yeah.
they're opening exactly as they should in the right and perfect time. Because if they all opened right now, what would you do? Right?
No, because I'm not sleeping. So functioning is really good. The sleep got worse instead of better. So
Okay.
that's a tough thing.
Yeah.
For me.
I
So I
understand.
need to get that sense of ease back, and that sense of, when, and I mean, you're going through this now, when you're well rested, it's so much easier to put together thought, so much easier to put together that proposal, so much easier. So I want to get out of this state of struggle and get into a state of ease where everything just comes easily, including sleep. This is crazy.
Mm-hmm. So this is crazy. Let's unwind crazy. So one thing that's helping me with this weird sleep schedule is I stopped arguing about it. I went, oh, I guess I'm up now, because I looked in the book and said, your liver is awake between 1 and 3. And I said, oh, I guess we're awake now.
Should have called me. I was up.
Yeah, we'll
No,
start calling. I guess
my
I'll start
liver is
hitting you up.
awake
We'll
too.
start doing theta. We'll start doing some healing
Really?
together. But yeah, but that actually makes it easier. And like right now, my body, I just listening to my body. It says it wants to sleep in the afternoon, and I'm just gonna do what it says. So
Good.
that's
State
the
of-
biggest
State
thing.
of allowance.
Yeah. So I heard Jim Carey say sometimes when we're depressed, what we really need is the deep rest. The deep rest.
Oh,
And so I just
deep
thought,
breath.
oh, how, we're just not used to giving ourselves permission for that. So
Right.
it's all happening as it should, and you're doing all the stuff. And I'm so proud of you that even though you're not, you have these challenges, you keep going forward and you're still getting results. So I'm really proud of you. I really
Thank-
am.
Thank you. It means a lot.
Well, beautiful. All right. And let me see. I'm trying to get to more. Let me see if I can get to who's in the chat, because I don't see them in the window. But hey, I'm going to check in with Carmen. And then next will be Cassandra. How are you doing, Carmen?
Hey, good. I am. I had some audio issues, so I had to
Let's
log in
see.
on my computer, but I'm
Up your
here.
microphone. Are you there?
Oh, Lordy, I am. Oh, what the heck?
Oh, I think there's something going on. Oh, there you are. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, you are very, your volume is very, very low. It's hard to hear you.
Let me work on it and try me a little bit later.
Let's- Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. We can't hear you. I'm gonna move over to Cassandra, but I'll come right back to you, okay? All right. Cassandra, are you there?
I'm here.
Hi,
I
how
was
are you
actually
doing?
prepared this time.
I know.
I'm doing well, and I'm extremely grateful for good health and
Wonderful.
for a safe place for my horses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's absolutely happening. And I know you decided to wait on your farm. Are you still looking?
I'm still looking.
Okay. All right.
I'm not getting anxious about not finding something because
Okay.
I'm accepting that it will be the right place and the right time, and I'm where I need to be right now.
Okay. Wonderful. And then is there any movement on your contract that you were talking about before?
Things are doing well, and as the company grows, I'll get a promotion. My boss figures within the next few months. So
Okay. All right. So it just sounds like things are kind of rocking along.
yeah, I've got friends who have major health problems, which makes me very grateful for my own good health and
Yeah.
and for good
Okay.
friends.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I think you've got a lot of blessings to count there. So I think that's good. Yeah. And just keep acting as if it's all settled with your horse. So it's like there's a place. It's just I need to make the decision on where it is. Okay. Try
Right.
that tact. It's like, oh yeah, I've got a place. It's just a matter of the decision of the right one. Okay. I have a
Okay.
place. Because you could put the horse someplace, right? Just like, yeah, but you have very high things, right? But shift over into like, oh yeah, this is done. There is a place. It's just a matter of a decision. And then see how that works for you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you.
Thanks.
And then I'm going to go back to Miss Carmen and see if we can get her, see if she was able to figure out her microphone.
Can you hear me
Are you
now?
there?
I'm here.
Oh, I don't know what's going on, and I can't hear you. I'm on my system here. Let's see if there's anything else I can do on the audio. Well, you might have to put into the chat bar what you're commanding for. Yeah, there's something going on with that. I apologize. All right. And then I'm going to check in with Maria.
Howdy.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, I'm well. Bless your heart. And I had a really great trip. I learned a lot. I'm so easy to bloom where I'm planted, so I could have stayed somewhere, never
Mhm.
come home to my yard work. So so life is good here, and so I'm hoping for I'm on the cusp of some decisions to make. Business, like what way to market A or B. And
Mhm.
so I want to make, of course, the best choice. And as I was listening to the people, I'm kind of formulating whether I want the decision for now, yes, but also for my future best decision. So I don't know if there's a disparity between the two, what would serve me now and then create like a lot of work for me later, or
Mhm.
yeah. So how do you separate or how do you blend the
So,
two?
yeah, actually it's actually like what we started out with Darren. Think about the result you want at the end, right? Like as a result, like if you had figured it out perfectly, right? Like even though like you just did a default thing or you planned it perfectly and did all the research, but somehow at the end of this, for these two businesses, you wound up making the highest and best decision and you were looking back and you were really pleased, right?
Okay.
Okay,
Perfect.
now just think about that. Go, wow. You'd probably feel like you're pretty savvy or pretty lucky, right? Kind of a little both.
Lucky, very lucky.
Kind of like, woo. I don't know. I was going to push this button and then I fell and pushed the other button, right? but but just think about your thinking back. You're at home. Maybe you're having coffee or tea, and you're just looking back and. Oh, I'm so glad I did that, right?
Right.
I'm so
Right.
glad I listened. I'm so glad I took action on that decision, right? Oh, wow. I'm so grateful. Okay. So then let's just think about one of those decisions. And I heard this analogy the other day and it's just started clarifying. It took out so much stress for me out of what the right decision is. So here I'm focusing on this end. And then it was like, imagine that there's this destination that you want to go to. Okay. And let's say it's a subway or there's two trains. But for this analogy, it was two subways, which you can imagine one would be really full, but then there was another subway that pulled up right beside it, and one was empty. And they're both going to the same one. It would be a pretty easy decision to decide which subway car to get on, right?
Right.
I go, oh yeah, I'd get on the one less crowded. Oh yeah, I'll just do that. So how about this? What if it were just that easy that when your choices come up in front of you, the two choices, the right one seems really easy.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So I don't know how it's easy to make the right choice. I only know the easy and right choices are before me now. I don't know how I make the right choices. I only know the easy and right choices are before me now. And I am fulfilled.
And that I actually choose the right one.
No, stop that. I know you're being self-deprecating. So I don't know how I can trust myself to choose the right one. Because what's on the other side of that is fear. With that little joke, you're kind of hiding some fear. So you might even say, I don't know how to turn fear into confidence. Okay.
Okay. And I'm safe with you. So thank you for allowing me that. Thank you.
Yeah. I
And
love you
hopefully
and I
that helps.
appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay. And I wanted to say to the group too, it's just amazing how each person bringing out their point, I was concurring with it and going, yeah, and I wanted to reflect on that in my speech. But anyway,
Mhm.
that I just how connected we are and
Yeah.
how the timeline, what we're all experiencing, what we're going through. I mean, it's personal, but it's also kind of cosmic or whatever,
Yeah.
that we're all having some of the same issues. So
Yeah, I mean, because we're all, we're all kind of this mosaic moving together in this new field of consciousness and the convergence. But yeah, I mean, we're all being faced with the same challenges, and isn't it nice to know that we're not doing it alone?
absolutely.
All
Thank you.
right,
On to all. Thank you.
thank you. Hey, I want to share a little story. Maria reminded me of something that happened the other day with my granddaughter, Carolyn, who is, oh my gosh, this kid is just got the best imagination. She is our passionate girl, the wild one. I mean, she just feels things so deeply and very expressive. And there's this like extraordinary amount of grace with her that got downloaded into us to be with this big diva energy personality. And I don't know where she'd get it from. I don't know where that would come from at all. But we went to the car wash the other day, and we're living in this little small town, and it was one of those automatic car washes, and so it's a new one. It's got all the lights and stuff. And Carolyn had never been in one. And I said, yeah, let's go through the drive-through. And she's in the back and she's getting herself so hyped up. She says, oh my God, I've always wanted to be in one of these, Nana. This is thrilling. She's 5. Okay. It's not like we've held her in a closet and told something, but she says, oh, and I'm scared. I don't know oh my God, what's going to happen? And I'm really scared. I'm scared. She kept saying how scared she was, but she was so excited. And I said, yeah, this is new and exciting. I said, so you're scared? And I said, yeah. And she said, yeah. And I said, so do when we have these big feelings, sometimes we think it's scared, but did you know, excitement feels a lot the same way, right? And she said, yeah. And I said, so what do you think? Are you scared or excited? And she said, well, I'm excited. I said, well, if you were going in, what do you expect to happen? Because and I'm going to give the little lesson on the other side. I said, what do you expect will happen? And she said, well, I don't know. There's going to be all these bubbles and there's the machines and there's all that going on. And I don't know what happens with all those bubbles. Are we going to drown or whatever? Right. And I'm going, oh no, we've got the glass and it's going to be fun watching all that because I'm seeing all the colors and stuff. And I said, what else do you need to? I said, so what else? What else do you expect? And I just had her just kind of tell me what her expectation was. And then I brought her back to, I said, so does it seem scary or exciting to go through that? So she said, well, it seems kind of exciting. Right. And then, I said, well, if you're excited, how are you going to feel? What does that feel like? Well, how do you expect to feel on the other side of this if you're going in excited? And she said, oh, I'm going to be really glad and I'm going to want to do it again. Right. So we went through the car wash and I'm going, okay, that's kind of cool. And then on the other side, she said, that was so fun. And she said, I was expecting it to be okay and that I'd like it, but I didn't know that would feel so cool. Right. And so then she said, when do we go back? And I'm going, well, we're going to come over here and vacuum the car. Right. But it seemed like a little thing. Well, on the other side of it, later that afternoon, there was something going on. And what was it? Oh, I wanted to model that behavior so Carolyn could coach me. Right. And I said, well, we're going to go. There was someplace we were going. I said, we haven't been here before. And I don't know how I'm feeling. And she said, well, are you excited? Are you scared, Nana? I said, well, I think maybe I'm kind of excited. And she said, okay, so what do you expect to see? And so because we learned from that, and so we kind of got it, but I actually kind of coached her on the questions and the stuff and the result. And so we went on that. So the formula is this, right? So a lot of times when there's something before us, when we're afraid, we feel this fear in making this decision, right? Oh, well, and then the fear is that we're going to make the wrong decision. Oh no, well, I want to do this. And then here we're excited about this possibility, but the fear comes right behind us. So we have to say, well, what is it I'm expecting, right? Number one, we have our expectation, then we have our perception, and then we have our reaction. Okay. And I can't say the name of the person that shared this with me, but it's based on some other research. So if we have a negative exception, it's based a negative expectation. It's because of a preset perception, right? And then we react in alignment with that. and vice versa. If we have a positive expectation and a positive perception, then we're going to have a positive reaction because it lines up. If we have a mismatch on either one of those, then we could have this reaction, right? And a lot of times we're afraid of our reaction. Remember, we're going to get out of control. We're going to get afraid. We're going to cry. We're going to be embarrassed. We're going to lose, whatever we think that reaction is. We have a perception about ourselves or the situation or the importance of it that could be holding us up, but managing those expectations. Okay, so that's where that comes from. But then here's a really important thing is when we create a contrast, these feelings of excitement and fear are really heightened, right? We're like a lot of energy going, we're watching out, we're really present, we're anticipating, but are we anticipating something positive or negative? When we become aware that we have a choice of these two states, that steps us back into observing. Okay, guys? So then the minute that we notice that we really actually have this choice to make, how do we want to meet this moment? Well, I'm going to meet it with excitement. Whatever comes, I feel like I'm going to be able to handle it. I'm going to feel excitement. I'm going to meet this in joy. Okay. So whatever it is that you're going through, create a little contrast. Okay. So right now there's some uncertainty. Okay. So is there uncertainty or am I in a deep reflective state right now? Okay. Am I agitated or am I, is there anxiety there, or is there something telling me to keep moving forward? So keep trying to create these two states, observe it, and then make the decision about which one you want to move forward with. How do you want to meet it? Okay. And it's a really fun way of starting to meet things. And I had so much fun taking Carolyn through that. And it's kind of shifted all of our conversations. She said, well, I want to go to the park. I wanted to go to the park today. And we didn't get to. I said, oh, I'm sorry. You were expecting to go to the park. Did somebody tell you that? No. It's like, well, we can't go to the park today, but instead of going, so it sounds like you want to go play and have fun. What else could we do? So I just keep meeting it. What is the thing you want instead? And so being able to break that down in expectation, perception, and reaction, being able to just kind of manage those separately and build in that positive and bring in a new choice at each of those three parts. Whew, it's a game changer. It really is. All right. And I've been wanting to talk about it, but I keep taking naps. So when I'm done napping, I'll talk more about it in the group. But I hope that was helpful for you. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And who's ready for some commands? All right. Let me get over here. This screen, pardon me, there we go. So remember the basic command, and pardon me, I'm going to take a little sip. I don't know how I need to state your command. I only know it's so now, and I am fulfilled. And I wanted to put in this filter today because very often we're commanding for things that are too small. We're trying to micromanage the universe. We're trying to, we want to be in this state of safety and comfort. We want to be in joy and ease. And that winds up kind of informing our thoughts and our choices. And that becomes around safety and security and trying to keep things away from us. It keeps it away, everything that doesn't align to that. Okay. And so how about this? What if we expanded our sense of what's possible? And we made it bigger and happier. And then that's where we start directing our thoughts and our actions. Okay. So let's make this our first filter. I don't know how. I am creating a divinely abundant future that exceeds my wildest dreams. I only know it's so now, and I am fulfilled. Now, with that as a filter, and then the choices that started coming to you, and the decisions that you made from this state of being, how easy do you think they would be? How much more fun do you think you'd have? Oh yeah, let's rock and roll, my hoochie coos. I love you. Let's go. All right, so we're going to go through the 6 steps of the one command. We'll be grounding, aligning. When we go to theta, we roll our eyes up as if we're trying to look up to the top of our head. Then we make that one command statement. We go out into this expansion, and then we take some time to receive in gratitude. That's the 6 steps of the one command. So we're already just quite aligned in heart and love. So let's just go ahead and ground. And feel your connection to the earth and the earth's connection to you. And picture, visualize, or imagine that you're like a tree and you have long roots connecting you to the earth's connection to you. And you can feel that creative life force energy starting to come up those roots into your feet, coming up into your legs, into your hips, up your spine. Yes, yes, yes. And just feel your body being nurtured and supported by that energy. Now I invite you to bring your attention to your heart as you're aligning to your purpose, and your purpose is aligning to you. Excuse me. And just feel that love in your heart. And as that love in your heart, it's aligning to your purpose, and your purpose is that what you wanted to create or you're commanding for, or you're holding a focus for right now. Just let your heart expand. And just feel this connection of this light at the center of your heart. And just let it connect light to light, heart to heart. Bigger than your country, bigger than the world, expanding out into the universe and expands so far, comes right back to you, aligned to you, and everything you need to be happy, fulfilled, satisfied. It gives you meaning. And all the good you get to do along the way, all the lessons, all the wisdom. Breathe into that. Just breathe deeply into that alignment. That the universe wants this for you. The world wants this for you. Everyone in your sphere of influence wants this for you. And as this is fulfilled in you, they're blessed. And that creates blessings and blessings and blessings. And so it goes without end. And now from this space of this connection, of this love, I want to invite you to become aware of your crown chakra right at the top of your head and your connection to source, to the spiritual life force energy. And feel that connection from source as it comes down through the top of your head, down either side of your spine. It goes all the way down to the center of the earth. And it's just simply a matter of becoming aware and allowing. And I just kind of feel like somebody, as that energy is coming in, it's almost like I'm seeing like these gates or these doors opening at each level. Each chakra is just opening. Yes, let it in. There it goes. Open, open, open. And now I'm going to invite you to bring your attention back to your heart and your own energy as these three energies, these three incredible levels of consciousness of this earth creative life force energy, the spiritual life force energy coming from source, and your own unique essence. Just allow those energies to mix and mingle, blending, supporting you, all things working together for your good. Every cell and fiber of your being remembering that this is who you are. There we go. Now, we're going to go up that pole of light. And so to go up that pole of light, I want to invite you to just very softly, with your eyes closed, roll your eyes up as if you're trying to look up through the top of your head. And now send your consciousness up that pole of light. And soon you just find yourself traveling up, up, up into space, out past our solar system, out past the Milky Way, out past the Van Allen belt, out past the edges of the known galaxies and known universes. And soon you find yourself at the velvety edge of all that is, the velvety edge of space. And it's like a black velvety curtain. And so break through that darkness into the light of pure, open potential. And for a moment, keeping your eyes up, we're going to state our first command. I don't know how. I am creating a divinely abundant future that exceeds my wildest dreams. I only know it is so now, and I am fulfilled. And just let that go, let that expand out to an idea even greater. It serves more good. You can let your eyes relax now if it's more comfortable. And I'm going to bring in this command since this has been up. I don't know how I can trust myself to make the right decisions at the right time from the right state of mind. I only know I am a divine being creating a divine experience that results in divine outcomes. And I am allowing myself now to expand my mind, to expand my sense of what's possible, what I am worthy of, and my beliefs. I only know I am creating new choices and new outcomes now, and I am fulfilled. Yeah, just let that go. Notice how that just started expanding and growing. Now expand into something even greater than that big, magnificent idea. Let everything in you expand and aligning to that, because you are greater than these ideas, our normal ideas of what we've been taught that is possible. So now just let this greater idea begin to arrive and expand. And now you have your other command. I don't know how and state what you desire. I only know it's so now, or I only know I do now, and I am fulfilled. And now just let that idea meet the greater idea, meeting this greater version of you, meeting this greater possibility, this bigger universe that is witnessing you, that's interested in you, that's providing for you, and how everything is actually flowing through you and from you. The universe is magnificent, but the universe never made a chair. Might have made a tree, but it never made a chair or built a house or decorated it beautifully. That all came from human consciousness. All of that and all of that potential and this greater expanded field is also available to you. If it's ever been known, you can know it. If you need to access it, you can ask for whatever you need now. And I don't know how. Are you commanding for money? Are you commanding for a contact? Are you commanding for a big breakthrough? I don't know how. I only know it's so now. And I am fulfilled. And I want to say one more. I don't know how I expand my capacity to receive and to perceive what is before me. I only know my eyes are open, my heart is open, my arms are open, and I say yes to this blessing now. And I am fulfilled. And with that, now just feel yourself coming back down into your body at this greater capacity, as literally you're in this new field of receiving with gratitude and appreciation. Just start saying, yes, thank you. Yes, yes, yes. And literally right now, the cells are starting to unwind and release and let go of those small, teeny, limiting ideas and all the ways that you were conditioned and all of those chemical signatures of stress and worry and doubt and the fear that you had to overcome and all of the ways you had to justify and protect and all the trauma, everything's releasing and it's letting go and letting go and letting go. And even your idea of what success used to be and the past. Now there's a whole new degree and a whole new level of understanding. And could I even say willingness to receive, a willingness to understand, a willingness to say yes to, a willingness to act? I don't know. I only know that right now, all of that's unwinding. And now as these new ideas start to rewind and integrate, you might just take a moment and right there at that brow center between your two eyebrows, just massage that third eye. And so that you can start to get that clarity of vision. And then take a moment and just kind of tap on that base of that throat of that right there, that fifth chakra, right there at the base. And so that you're having a new conversation with yourself and the world about who you are and the possibilities that exist because of you and your choices and your perceptions and your awareness and your willingness. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now, just don't open your eyes just yet. Stay in this space. There's a lot going on. In fact, this unwinding and rewinding takes a few days. Now, sometimes it's instant. But this is happening at a physical level. It goes all the way down to the DNA. You're shifting entire, family dynamics and karma, laying new timelines for yourself, opening doors that you were pushing your foot against because you were afraid. Yeah, so just take a moment and do that internal check. And as you think about your command, what do you know now that you didn't know before? Just be with it. If something's popping up that you want to take a note, this is a great time to do that. I encourage people to make sure they have a notebook and keep track of their commands and their successes. I know you're busy, you may want to jump off of this, but if you could take a few minutes and make notes after this, I think you'll find that you are going to start getting some revelation and you'll notice where the blocks are, but then you also see where your opportunities are. There we go. And of course, what do we always say? That seventh step is inspired action. So be ready for an idea or an inspiration or opportunity and just go for it. And that, you know what? That's why I love you guys, because you guys go for it. That's what y'all do. And yeah, we're gonna keep this going. You know, I've been wondering, oh, do I keep this going or not? It's like I can't not do this, guys. So we're gonna keep this going. How's that sound? And then we're gonna make some space for me. We said we would do that, and I will definitely receive that. But I wanted to make sure I put these up for the recording. But right now I'm gonna stop the. Oh, there was no screen sharing. Okay. All right. So I want to check into the chat here. All right. Thank you. I have this open now, and I guess I'm just going to go ahead and just unmute everybody. Go ahead and unmute yourself. And if anyone who wanted to send healing, Richard, you
Yes.
are the one that suggested this.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask you to kind of lead on this. Is that all right?
Okay, I'd be happy to.
All right. So I'm not used to
Okay.
this, but thank you.
No, well, we all love you.
I love
We
you.
all love you, and we feel a need to give back. I'm speaking for everybody. I know everybody feels the same way. Everybody, just there's so many different ways you could do healing. You could, but this is what I would suggest. I'm gonna lead you through it right now. We're all in a relaxed state. We're all, at least probably partly in still in theta. I'd like you just to close your eyes and visualize a candle, a lit candle in a dark room. And as you're seeing that candle, the flame is getting bigger and bigger. And it's illuminating the whole room. This is a little light at the whole room. And let your breath go in and out, just easy and comfortably. Be relaxed. And I'd like you to all of us now, to see Catherine in the middle of that flame. And as we breathe in and out, we're seeing that flame that Catherine is in, getting brighter and brighter, illuminating and intensifying and balancing her auric field, bringing quantum units of energy into every atom, cell, organ, system, etheric, every level of her being. And she's allowing herself to receive this now. And we're downloading from source these very high frequencies, very, very high frequencies. And as she's allowing herself to receive them, she is receiving greater balance, harmony, and order within all of her body systems right now. Just hold that thought, that image. And at the count of 3, we're going to let it go into source. 1, 2, 3, release. Okay. There you go. I felt the waves. Woo!
Thank you.
I think that gives you a little bit of a boost, Catherine.
Yeah, I'm gonna go lay down after this.
I think you
Take it in
better.
and let all that. I could just feel
Yeah.
the waves, and I felt everybody's like turning on that heart light for me, and like
Mhm.
we do for each other. So thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Whew, my
Richard, it was very
goodness.
interesting when you said the word release. I felt some emotion come up,
Yeah.
and I was naturally curious as to if I do healing work as well. I'm a Reiki master. I was naturally curious as to if that was my own stuff or if I was helping Catherine release, or maybe both.
Both.
I think it's a little of both, because we use our own emotions for a feedback system.
Hmm.
Sure.
Yeah. Whew, Wow,
Mm.
thank you. Thank you. I received that with all that love that was sent in. So thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Welcome.
Well, guys, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. It's my command that you have an amazing week, and everything that you've commanded for is fulfilled beyond your your wildest dreams. So my love until next time. This is Catherine Perry, the Big Vision Coach, and I witness your mastery. Bye-bye, everybody.
Catherine, do I have permission to send you some long distance Reiki in my
Oh,
evening
yes,
meditation?
absolutely. Thank
Okay.
you.
I'll be doing that.
Yes.
Good night. Good
Bye-bye.
day.
Right.
Not good night.
Yeah,
Take
Catherine,
care.
I'll be sending you that healing energy from the Silva method that I use.
Okay.
And as I said before, I'll be sending you energy from, I'll be praying with Silent Unity for you, and you'll be at the prayer circle for 30 days.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
Okay.
I
All
love
love you.
I
Take
love
care,
Love you,
everybody.
you.
Catherine. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.